What is up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to take a look at a game called CROWZ, which I briefly mentioned in one of my previous videos. CROWZ is an online free-to-play third-person multiplayer game which was released about 2 weeks ago as a Steam Early Access title. So today we're going to dive in and take a look what are the good things and the bad things about this game and answer the question whether this game is worth your time. So as always, before moving on, I suggest you guys to hit that subscribe button and join the notification squad so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and shout out to everyone who commented on my last video, and if this video can reach 100 likes, that would be much appreciated. So without further ado guys, let's get right into the video. Alright, now the CROWZ is described as a free-to-play online multiplayer third-person shooter game where players have to engage in the battle as mercenaries called CROWZ. So as I mentioned before, the game was released onto the Steam as an early access title a couple of weeks ago, and by the time of the recording of this video, it's sitting at mixed reviews on Steam. So this might throw you off, or you might think this is a complete disaster of a game, which is actually not. Well, let's be honest guys, CROWZ is not actually a bad game. It's a quite decent as a free-to-play title with decent map design and solid gunplay. I have seen a lot of worse games on Steam, but CROWZ is something you should not avoid by looking at the reviews of the game. So as a free-to-play title, it has quite unique features which I really like and appreciate. For an example, it has very decent weapon and character customization, large-scale maps, and a fully fleshed out battle royale mode, which I will talk about in a second. So the CROWZ is a third-person and first-person hybrid shooter, but in a technical standpoint, it's not a first-person shooter in my opinion, because the third-person players have a huge advantage over someone who played on first-person view. So if you are a long-time viewer of my channel, you guys know that I personally don't like this third-person view or third-person shooting games, but I know some people really do enjoy this type of third-person shooter game, but I personally not a big fan. But if you have watched the gameplay trailer that they released few months back, it represents a fully fleshed out hardcore first-person shooter experience. But somehow along the way they decided, nah, we're gonna do a third-person game, which is completely disappointing in my opinion. But don't get me wrong, it's still a very decent shooter game compared with the other free-to-play titles on Steam, but it's need a lot of improvements. But anyway, the game currently has two main game modes. The first one is called Blood Zone, which is a conquest style game mode that features different points around the map with chain-breaking gameplay loop. It means you can only capture points if you move forward and as long as you hold on to your points. If an enemy team capture one of your points, it's break the chain and you have to recapture it in order to get points. And the second game mode is called Squad Operation, which is a 4-man squad battle royale extraction type game mode, including some unique gameplay features and concepts. So I might discuss about it in a separate video, so drop a comment down below if you are interested about that video. The game has a really cool customization system for your weapons, loadouts, and your character. And you also have a decent weapon arsenal to choose from, including assault rifle, SMGs, snipers, DMRs, and shotguns. And each weapon comes with a different set of attachment, including muzzle attachment, grips, sights, and scope. And everything can be unlocked just by playing the game and leveling up. So overall, it's a well implemented and very decent customization system. Next up, I do have to mention about the optimization of the game, which is definitely lacking, and it is definitely the main reason behind the negative reviews on Steam. So I tested this game out on a Ryzen 7 5800X, 32 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 3070 Ti. On 1080p max settings, I got around 100 plus FPS, but in demanding areas where a lot of firefights happen, my FPS numbers drop well below 60 and even reaching 30s and 40s. So and in some areas, whether you play high settings or low settings, you get the same amount of FPS, which show you how poorly optimized this game is right now, and it's definitely need more improvement. So hopefully it will be fixed sometime soon. So personally, I think the game does have a lot of potential and it could potentially turn into something that people actually wanna play, and it's need a lot of innovation to add new game modes, new content, and lot of optimization. Currently the game feels like a very generic shooter game, and it feels like you're playing a little bit of upgraded version of a mobile game, but it's just my opinion. But let's answer the question that is this game worth your time? The answer is it depends. So if you have system requirements below or somewhere near the minimum requirements, I would suggest you guys to just avoid this game because it's really poorly optimized right now and you might not get enough FPS to enjoy the game. But if you think you have a good enough PC and if you want to spend some time on it, just download the game. It's just around 15 GB. It's free and just give it a try. Well guys, that's about it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, and if you played this game before and if you want to share your experience, just drop a comment down below. And if you have suggestions on which game should I play next, also share down in the comment section. So I see you guys in my next video. Stay safe.